adjustments will have to be. Weather has turned nasty, and rain will be coming down throughout this game. Conditions better. It's the Broncos going up against the Dolphins. With kickoff approaching, let's send it over to our commentators here this afternoon, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to rain-soaked Miami, Florida. Today, it's week 4, and we've got... And look at this. Right away, a loose football. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line between the Denver Broncos and the Miami Dolphins. It's hard enough to play on the road in this league as it is, but to start on the road with a fumble on the opening kickoff, just not the precedent you obviously want to set.
Not at all, and now it's just words because they've talked about it all week. From the time they start game planning for this one, remember, going into hostile territory, we have to set the tone right in the beginning, and they do the exact opposite.
They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. 14 yards there on the first play from scrimmage. They were ready for what the defense was showing. They had prepared for that look, recognized it, went straight to the air, got the first. Well done.
Love the recognition because you can prepare for everything. You can watch the tape and put together your game plan, but you still have to understand what they're doing in terms of what they're showing and be able to adjust accordingly, and they did exactly that.
And the offense lining up 1st and 10. Play clock winding down. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Now the play clock hits 0 here, and we're going to get a delay. Some on this play, being knocked back to the 18. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
And frankly, Brandon, we're talking about things I'm not sure we ever thought we'd talk about in the NFL, and a lot of that is the speed at the linebacker position. A lot of these guys in college, they were safeties. They moved them up to outside linebacker to combat the spread offenses, and now we're seeing it in the NFL. Those same guys using their speed to make plays in the backfield, similar to that one.
It's caught. Cameron, left side. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. And here's the off to a strong start. Well, they get the completed pass, but still have more to go here on 3rd down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. This will be caught just inside the 10. It'll be a gain of 8, but it also lead to a 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they've rallied and made the tackle.
And Frank's kick is good. And the opening drive for the Dolphins yields 3. So the opening drive for them here on their home turf results in a field goal.
Now that's the way you want to get things started. Your stadium, your crowd, you've got the ball, put points on the board first, and let everyone start to celebrate.
And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. First and 10, it's Lynch. Throwing right side, that's complete to Demarius Thomas. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion. Well, they brought the pressure, and that meant man coverage behind him, so he's still able to complete the pass.
Even as he took the hit. And that's what you have to do, because I was just talking with a coach the other day, and he said, look, It's not always going to be pretty back there. You're going to have to give me completions. Even when you're taking some hits, sometimes you have to be your own blitz control, for lack of a better term. Got to make completions, step up, and make those throws, and he did that.
And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
But we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
They'll throw on first down with Lynch. Screen play, Anderson. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. They'll get 4 there out of the screen, and it's 2nd down. And I don't want to say that this offense starts and ends with Demaryius Thomas, but sometimes it starts and ends with Demaryius Thomas.
There's no reason you can't say it if it's the truth. He is the alpha and the omega of the receiving corps.
Second down to the offense in search of 6 yards. Handoff comes to Anderson. And he's going to bull his way forward to the 48. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up. And let's run through the Dolphins' defense.
You can say a lot of things about the great play of Kiko Alonso, but the number one thing you will say, he will hit you.
Two yards to go here on 3rd down. They'll run it. Here's Anderson. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively, and it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. And when you're running the football, one thing you don't want to see is a big boy coming up there and swallow you whole in those D tackles and nose tackles.
No, you're actually counting on your big boys to protect you from them. But on that play, the defensive tackle had the leverage, and he won the battle. No gain, correct?
No gain. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. And the Dolphins offense now ready to go back out on the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, not easily done.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. And a look now at how the Broncos line up defensively.
Brandon Marshall, no, not the wide receiver, a quality linebacker who can cover very well.
Second down to the offense needing 5 yards. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. Now it's the Boise State alum, Jay Ajayi. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down. They'll come out in the pistol. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Von Miller able to track him down for a loss of 13, and it'll bring up 4th down. So on 4th down, the Dolphins will ask Matt Darr to kick it away. Back deep is Tavon Austin. Here's Austin. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Broncos take over. First down and 10. Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. And last time out, they had to punt the football away. Anything positive possibly to take from that?
There always is when you're punting the football away. It doesn't sound like it because you're giving it up. But you've avoided a mistake.
At least you didn't turn it over.
You didn't turn it over. right? You're giving your defense a chance because you're punting the ball away, and they're set to go on the field as opposed to sudden change after a turnover. Wow, now we got to go out there and stop people. So, yeah, there's always something positive to be gained from it.
On second down, here's Lynch. Lynch fighting. He fumbles. He lost the football. And the Dolphins have got it. So a first quarter fumble in the rain, and this isn't supposed to let up. They've had flash flood warnings just west of here, so they better get used to this.
And it's hard to do real early in the game because you're so amped up and you're trying to do so much. You've got to get used to it, though. You've got to focus in on the ball, make sure you're taking care of it. That one cost them.
They come out with one back and three tight ends. This is Lewis. Down to the 25. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Now that's the type of play that'll fire up a defense. Hold them to 1 yard on a first down run. It'll be interesting to see if the offense decides to press the run at all or if they'll abandon it now after gaining only 1 on that play.
So what will they do? On the ground, through the air? Let's see. 2nd and 9. Again, we'll see the pistol here. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And throw right side complete to Parker. And he is out of bounds, just a yard or two shy of the 10. So holding by the offense, and maybe now got to shift up what you want to do on the playbook.
Yeah, definitely. Change what you're doing in the playbook, but boy, the advantage shifts to the guys on defense, doesn't it? Longer yardage situations, they often become bolder.
Another pistol look here. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion. And both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
Sets up the screen to Lewis. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. They wind up getting 16, but even that's not quite enough. It's 4th down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
And he pulled it. Oh, my goodness. It's no good. He missed it. And this score will stay right where it is. So a bullet dodge there defensively. They surrender excellent field position on the kick return, but it winds up not costing them a thing.
And that's a tough sequence of events from an offensive perspective. The inability to get first downs leads to the field goal try. And the inability to cash that in leads to nothing on the scoreboard.
Now Lynch on first down. Now they go screen. It's complete. Oh, look at the strength.
No.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
And that was a beautifully executed screen pass. They let the rushers get upfield and get the escorts in front, meaning the offensive linemen, other blockers out in front, completed the pass beautifully. So now you've got all that open space with big guys leading the way.
20, and all the way home for a Broncos score. Benny Fowler, his first touchdown on the year. And the Broncos have taken the early lead. And there they got him the ball. Just get it to him, let him do the rest.
You know, he probably said that to his quarterback as he broke the huddle. I like the play call. Just get it to me. I'll take care of the rest of it.
Helping out his rack, right? RAC.
Run after catch. And he loves that. And he's going to carry that in at contract time.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. And the Dolphins getting set to go here. And they have to feel like they missed on an opportunity for points last time when they couldn't connect on that short field goal try.
And no doubt about it, because they were counting on those points. In today's NFL, let's face it, that's really a chip shot, right?
That's anything inside 40.
Yeah, they're counting on that going through the post. But we've seen it happen to teams before. Some of the best kickers in the world can miss kicks like that. Can they come back now and redeem themselves?
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Oh, and Lewis lost the football. It's picked up by the Broncos. And he will bring it back to about the 11-yard line. And coming out now, the Broncos. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a...
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Tavon Austin, his first touchdown on the year. And the Broncos will add on to their lead. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Now McManus on to kick this one off. Here comes Grant on the return. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Play fake here on first down. Looking for Stills here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. And Denver getting set to take the field. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone. It
always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
He's come a long way since his time at Georgia Tech. What did he run at Tech? He ran hitches and go routes, essentially.
Yeah.
I mean, but he ran them really well. He averaged well over 20 yards a catch while he was there. And he still creates downfield in the NFL. That big body and that willingness to go catch the football. He's pretty impressive.
And his friends call him Bebe, the nickname his uncle gave him back in the day. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Just a couple on the ground there, and that's going to bring up 3rd and about 6. Defense sinking pass. They've got the nickel set out on 3rd and 6. On 3rd down, Lynch. This will be caught at about the 6. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check-down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get it to that big frame and hope he could scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
Now Brandon McManus for the Bronco field goal. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle. And McManus able to put it through, and that will extend their lead even further. So give them 3 there. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they couldn't punch it in.
And credit this defense, too. That was the old bend but don't break approach, but it kept the offense out of the end zone.
And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Dolphins offense now working their way back onto the field. They come up in an offset eye.
Here we go. Brand 38. Brand 38. Mike, 55. Check 55, Mike. Come on, next round.
They'll need to get the play off quickly. They'll start things on first down with Dion Lewis. And he's going to get about 7 yards on that one, up to around the 33.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking. But the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Just 2 yards to go here on second down for the offense.
4 down. Check. Come on, let's go.
Now it's a Giant. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. When we sat with the coaching staff a couple of days ago, they said attacking that one, something they wanted to do, it was effective.
And they were extremely confident, weren't they? Their planning, their preparation, they knew what they were going to get in that defense, and they were able to attack it accordingly.
So the run moves the chains, and here we go on first down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he rifles one incomplete. He was trying to get that one to Kenny Stills. And that'll bring up second down. Second down here after the incomplete pass. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Offense trying to avoid stalling out, facing a 3rd and 10.
Let's go. Brand 38. Brand 38.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs. He's such a good route runner, shows it there on 3rd down, very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down. The best defensive lineman. They play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
And here comes play number 6 on this drive. The play clock's running down.
Let's go. Brand 38. Brand
And they're not going to get this one off in time. It'll be a delay. Second down and a little ways to go here. 2nd and 13. They come up in an offset eye. They're going to look to throw. Going deep here for Parker. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down.
On every offensive coordinator, every play caller sheet, they have about 5 or 6 plays per game that they call shot plays or big plays, and you don't get many opportunities to dial them up, and they just did, and they drop it with a great chance to make a big play. That's going to hurt.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw, and he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
3rd down is the down. Both sides know they absolutely have to win, and the name of the game for the defense is pressure on the quarterback. But pressure on the quarterback with contact, that's how you end up winning it.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. And Denver getting set to take the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the three-point
kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him in contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super toe.
Let's go. 3-19.
On 2nd down, Lynch. Screen play, Anderson. And he'll lose yardage here. Back to the 15. That'll go as a loss of 5. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. We'll come back to Miami after this. 3rd down, 15 yards still needed.
Leopard. Hurry up. Here we go. Green, 39. Watching that Marty. 40. Let's go. 3-19.
Now Paxton Lynch on 3rd and long. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Kiko Alonso. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. Out comes the Dolphin offense now as they get set to take over here. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut it, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. Hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game. How many times when we see an incomplete pass, we just look at the receiver and say, should have caught that one. That was a drop, and we just put it on the offense. How about a little credit for the defense there? They just forced an incompletion.
Yeah, especially after starting in a tough spot defensively, but a good start there on 1st down.
That gave them a little extra confidence there, starting, as you said, in a tough spot and being able to make a play on 1st down.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And Cameron has it over the middle. And down inside the 15 he goes. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height. Sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, he can stay in there if he's willing to take the hits and just fire over the top, which saves him time and actually completes a play a little bit quicker than it normally does for a quarterback who has to slide and find open space to throw.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Brandon Marshall in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10. Now the Broncos are going to take a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Second down, sack by the defense. What type of pressure will they bring here on 3rd? We'll see.
Let's go.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And over the middle, this is Parker. And now the Broncos will burn another timeout here. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. And Frank's kick is good. And the lead is down to 9. It's 15-6. So a field goal here. They're still down, but they put a dent into that lead before the break.
And that's got to feel good because now they've seen that they can put some more points on the board, and that gives them a whole second half to get back to where they want to be, and that's in the lead.
Now it's Franks following the made field goal to send it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. And Denver getting set to take the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And complete into the hands of Fowler. And he's brought down after a good gain. A big play there on the catch and run. And the Broncos are going to have a new set of downs. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary. Here's Lynch. And down he goes. The pressure getting to Lynch. Cameron Wake in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Out comes the Dolphins now. They'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up. And we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 15 yards there on the catch and run.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. He was looking to get it to Jarvis Landry that time. And it's 2nd down.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit, and it forced an incompletion.
Second down now after the incompletion. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side.
Let's go!
And second and 10, he'll look to throw again. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. His tight end, Jordan Cameron, the intended target. And it's third down.
As tight ends go, he might not provide the super flashy plays very often, but he's pretty reliable. Usually an excellent target and normally catches what's thrown to him, but he didn't on that play.
So here we go now. An extra defensive back in there on third and 10. They'll look to throw again. And he's got his man. That's Landry. And he's going to be out of bounds, but able to take it inside the 40-yard line.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Trying to get out wide, but he's going to be tackled right near the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. And the offense behind the chains here, a touch on 2nd and 11. Possible run anticipation. Here's the D-line sandwiches together. They try again with Lewis. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. It'll be a loss of 1, and they'll be facing a 3rd and 12.
I saw Von Miller in college at Texas A&M, and all I kept hearing about was his speed off the edge to the quarterback. But what impressed me, his balance and his ability to take on blocks and be a force in the run game, as we just saw there.
And defensively, a dime look here. 6 DBs on 3rd and 12.
No surprise at all.
He'll look to throw. Looking for Landry, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. So now a look at the Broncos as they head back out there for their first possession of the second half. After the interception, here's Lynch. He goes underneath for Anderson. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
First down. Here's the run with Anderson. And down inside the 35, he goes to the 32-yard line. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. In the backfield is Anderson. Now Lynch to throw. And this is Latimer, complete. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is it not? With his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, all right? You don't have to be his height to make a great play. But what he does is he takes away having to make those slide steps in the pocket to find angles to throw the ball through. He just throws right over the top of it because he can see everything.
Lynch fighting. He fumbles. He lost the football. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
Well, that was a big oops right there. But how about his ability to correct it? Loses the football, able to get it back himself.
Yeah, pounced right back on it, keeps possession. They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. And it's incomplete. C.J. Anderson, the intended target. And that'll bring up 2nd down. So the incomplete pass brings up 2nd down. And the back goes into motion. 2nd and 10. It's Lynch again. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
After all the preparation, all the practice, a play like that will absolutely break your heart. They had everything they wanted, just unable to complete it. In the end zone, a big-time drop.
Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10.
Let's go! 3-19! 3-19! Leopard! No, check! Patriot!
On 3rd down, Lynch. Austin's got it left side. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. And that is no good. And this score will stay right where it is. And that one, my goodness, that was almost too easy.
Yeah, you not got too many attempts shorter than that one. And I don't think this was blocked. That's about as bad a miss as you can have.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And Cameron has it over the middle. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. Now they'll run with Lewis. Only a gain of a yard there, but it indeed gets him a new set of downs.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the 1st down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the 1st down. That's exactly what they did.
So they pick up the 1st down after the run, and now they approach for the fresh set.
Come on, let's go!
55 is mine, guys, 55.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And throw right side complete to Parker. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. So they complete the pass, and now they face a 2nd down.
Tight, watch left.
Let's go! Brand 38!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage.
All right, Brandon, you know me as well as anyone. You know I don't usually advocate abandoning things during a game, but here we are in the 2nd half. I think it's time to change things up. Let the running game go a little bit. Let's get to the passing game, and if you still want to get in the hands of the runner, maybe you swing it to him, throw it to him a little bit, try it that way. And the Broncos go to a nickel set on 3rd down.
Yeah, they've got an extra DB out there. They'll drop to throw. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. Here's Matt Darr now as he's on to punt for Miami. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And they'll play keep away from the returner as this one will be marked out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Pretty good spot. And Denver getting set to take the field. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. Well, let's face it, we've been there. We're counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
Give him 8 on the play, and that'll bring up second down. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make someone miss in the open field. In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed, but all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
So the offense has it 1st and 10. They go play action here on 1st down. Green with a catch left side. Give him 16 on the pickup, and it'll be good for a Denver 1st down.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. And 3rd quarter here, you've got the lead. This is where that strong run game can really benefit you. Stayed in bounds there, kept the clock going.
I like all the points you just made there. And if you throw the football and it's incomplete, now you've stopped the clock and you've helped out the guys on the other side of the ball. So keep it in the hands of those runners. Keep moving it. Keep grinding clock.
They come out here in the eye. On 2nd down, Lynch. And Green with a catch left side. And he's brought down. 15 yards there on the catch and run.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Back now in Miami. It's Bronco football, and they also have the lead here as we get set for the 4th. Second down, 9 yards to go. They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. Here's Lynch. On the right side, this is Austin with a catch. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard. 10th carry now for Anderson. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a hunting down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the roots and powered forward and got the first down.
Throwing, Lynch. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. A great read, and it's picked off. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. The Dolphins offense now heads back on the field. And they'll be looking to avoid what happened last time with just punting the football.
But when you look at how teams play the game, that complementary football comes into play. How do I take care of my defense? How do I take care of my offense? Well, the defense is taking care of them in a lot of ways. Now it's time for the offense to jump things up and help their defense out. Give them a little bit of rest.
Yeah, time for them to give them a rest. Took the words right out of my mouth. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. They'll look to throw here on first down. And that is incomplete. Second down following the incompletion. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage.
Here we go. 38.
And second and 10, he'll look to throw again. It's caught. Cameron, left side. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory.
Coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting into the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
It's complete to Brown, right side. There he goes, right side. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Daniel Brown, his first touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins able to get this back within a touchdown. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. Frank's now on to kick it away after the touchdown. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Broncos offense now gets ready to head back onto the field. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field, certainly not what they wanted.
Put it mildly, that is so frustrating because that signifies there's a drive going on. You're in good spot, great place to run some of your best offense. Instead, they turn the ball over.
Yeah, turned the ball over last time. See if they can avoid doing it here. The completion good for 3, and it's second down. On second down, here's Lynch. Screen play, Anderson. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
That was a beautifully executed screen pass. Let the rushers get upfield. The blocking forms in front. Lofted it to the runner. And now, not only does he have open space in front of him, he's got an escort as well, and they pick up big yardage.
Looking for his running back, and he's got him. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and that'll make it second down. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
On first down, it's Lynch. And Green with a catch left side. And oh, he sheds a tackle. Now he's got some space. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. And they're going to speed things up here.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
play fake here on first down. And that incompletion breaks a string of 5 straight connections. And it's second down. And here comes play number 6 on this drive.
Here we go now. Green, 39.
Second and 10. It's Lynch again. Over the middle this time to Fowler. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. Seventh play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. And he goes in motion here in the backfield. On 3rd down, Lynch. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
Oh, so frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
Here we go. Green. All right, now look at 56. Here we go.
They'll throw on first down with, and he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Demaryius Thomas, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Broncos will extend their lead. So he missed his first 2, but this time it's good, and that'll extend the lead. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And out come the Dolphins now. Last time they were out, they scored. Still trailing here, though, so some work to do.
But it's okay in terms of mindset. Because they scored the last time, they're not quite as worried about being down on the scoreboard because now their confidence is a little bit higher. They feel like they got something going, and they feel like they can attack again and put more points on the board.
Are you scoreboard watching if you're the offense, or are you just focused on this drive?
We wouldn't be telling the truth if we said that they didn't scoreboard watch. Everyone does it to some extent. But you've got to set it aside right now and just focus on this series. That'll take care of the scoreboard if they punch it into the end zone.
They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. It's Chris Harris with a pick. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. Now this Broncos offensive unit ready to head back out onto the field. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. They come up in an offset eye. They run. Anderson. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
It's not always as straight as that team wanted it more than the other, but on that play, it actually was true. They were faster to the ball.
Thomas, the lone receiver, left. Lynch is going to throw it. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he is going to lose yardage here. It goes as a loss of 6. And now 3rd down.
Time to give a little credit here. That was an excellent read by the guys on the defensive side of the ball.
Oh, you're crediting your defense.
Got to credit them on that one because they tried to fool them, right? Tried to trick them. Ran a screen, and they went to it and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
Throwing now is Lynch. Got a man that's caught at the 6-yard line. And now a fumble. The ball's out. And the offense will get this one back. Boy, that could have been catastrophic at this late stage of the game, but they avoid disaster. So they're operating in the red zone. From the 2-yard line now, it's 1st and goal. Now a run with Anderson. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal. So stuff from the 2, now what?
You know me pretty well. What do you think I want here?
Play action?
Definitely. Let him get outside and create. And if he has to run it, he has a little bit more space.
Hurry up, here we go. Green, 39. Let's go. The 3-19.
2nd and goal from the 2-yard line. They'll run for it with Anderson. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Denver. C.J. Anderson, his first touchdown on the year. And the Broncos will add on to their lead. McManus now for the extra point. And can you believe it? He misses another one, his 3rd so far. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. They can't do much at this point, partner. This one is going to go down in the loss column.
You don't make up for what has happened during the game in this sequence here. Maybe you hand it off and let someone run the ball if you so choose. But otherwise, just kneel down, call it a day, and try and prepare going forward.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Looked like the screen pass was taken away there, but what a nice job improvising, finding other options, and completing the pass anyway.
Here we go. 190.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left.
It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they've got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or two in and bats it away.
3rd down here for the offense after the incomplete pass.
Let's go. 38.
They run. This is Lewis. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. Called for rain throughout the entire game, and we got rain throughout the